let's get this straight. You might be calling in wealth with your words, but blocking it with your mindset. You're affirming abundance in the morning and doubting yourself by lunch. You say you're ready for overflow, but your energy is still stuck in survival. And this is not about blaming anybody. This is about clarity. Because once you see how your own thoughts are working against you, then you can shift. You could choose again, and you could start making space for the wealth you say you want. So here are 5 signs your mindset is secretly repelling the very abundance you've been trying to attract. Okay, and we're going to start with the first one. You expect struggle as the norm. You have gotten so used to things being hard that ease makes you uncomfortable. Even when something flows, you brace for the backlash. You start to wonder if it's too good to be true. I know I've done it before. You're not just conditioned to struggle, you identify with it. You have worn survival like a badge. And now peace is starting to feel unfamiliar. But if your nervous system is trained to only feel safe in chaos, then overflow will feel like a threat and you will block it every single time without even realizing it. So if you expect things to break before they bloom, that expectation becomes a prayer and the universe always answers. Okay. And then number 2, you judge wealth in others. I see it. Because you say you want wealth, but when you see someone with it, you flinch. You assume they must have scammed somebody. You question how they got it. Your eyes roll at their success. And let's be real, y'all. You can't receive what you resent, and you can't attract what you judge. So every time you speak poorly about people who have what you want, you're teaching your subconscious mind that wealth is dangerous, that being successful makes you unlikable, that more money equals less integrity. So your mind protects you by keeping it away. So you've got to clean that up the way you see wealth in others. If you ever want to hold it in your hands, got to clean that up. Okay. So let's talk number 3. Number 3 is you keep shrinking around money conversations. When it's time to talk about money, you go quiet. You downplay what you want. You act like your desires are too much. You're afraid of sounding greedy. You're afraid of charging too much. You're afraid to be honest about what you actually need to feel supported. And it's okay. But know this, silence is not safety. And humility, when it's rooted in fear, that's really just hiding. So if you can't speak clearly about what you want, if you can't name your worth without a disclaimer, you're training the world to underpay you. Money doesn't respond to perfection, it responds to precision, to directness, to clarity. And clarity requires you to stop shrinking when it's time to receive. Okay? Number 4, you delay big moves waiting for readiness. You say, when I save a little more, I'll invest. I hear that a lot. When I'm more confident, I'll charge that. I've said that plenty of times. And even when I have more followers, I'll launch it. But please understand that there is a deeper truth. And that deeper truth is that you're waiting for safety in a game that only rewards faith. Wealth doesn't arrive before you leap. It meets you after the move. The people who build real money, they move fast. They decide before they feel fully ready. They show up before the perfect conditions. And because they act like they're already in overflow, it begins to match them. You're not stuck. You're just rehearsing doubts. And the longer you wait, the more you delay the wealth that's already circling you. Okay, guys, let's do number 5. You don't trust yourself to hold more. Deep down, it's not on the surface, but deep down it's true. You're not sure what you do with more. You say you want six figures, but you fear managing it. You fear the taxes, fear messing it up, you fear being seen, you fear being resented. And all of that fear sends a clear message: I'm not ready for what I'm asking for. So it doesn't arrive. Wealth doesn't respond just to desire, it responds to capacity. And capacity is built when you start practicing belief before the numbers show up. So trusting yourself is the foundation, not the reward. Okay? So those are my 5. I hope that helps you. These signs that I'm giving you, they're not here to shame you. They're here to show you. Because once you see the pattern, you can break it. Wealth is not just about action, it's about permission. And you got to give yourself permission to stop waiting, stop shrinking, stop rejecting the very thing you were born to hold. So ask yourself today, am I ready to release these old thoughts? Am I ready to think like wealth belongs to me? Because once your mind says yes, your reality starts listening. Okay?